My video for March the 17th, 2019 is video number 3027. And the title is Revaluation of Currency Reports Are Only Opinions. I've been getting reports about the so-called currency revaluation for years, and I invested myself nearly 3 years ago. Yes, it would be nice to have funding to set my own life in order and to help others in need, including people in third world countries like Haiti. I would work with my friend who finally talked me into this if it ever actually materialized. It's been imminent for years now. It's always this weekend or next month. The reports come with a disclaimer, quote, "The following is an overview of the current situation based on intelligence leaks received from several sources which may or may not be accurate," end quote. Many come from Dinar Chronicles, which they state plainly, quote, "We do not intend to and are not providing financial, legal, tax, political, or any other advice to readers of this website," end quote. My question is simple. Will resources ever be put into the hands of visionaries who want to uplift humanity and free us all from the tyranny of corporate control? Remember, corporate is dead. Literally, that's what corporate means. That the corpse comes from the same root word. And all corporate structures are financial structures that are dead. If you've ever noticed your bank account is your name in all capital letters. What does that mean? That means you're dead. If you notice, tombstones have our name in all capital letters. I know I've said that before, and I'll probably say it again and again because it's got to get through people's heads that the system we're playing in is a system of fraud. And the people that run the system and control the system are fraudsters. Not all of them, at the lower levels anyway, are aware that they're committing fraud. But everybody in the system that uses the system is committing fraud, even the people that don't work for it. Perhaps collecting my Social Security check is committing fraud because it's a system set up by the fraudsters, if you will, by the government, which means mind control, as I keep saying. I want to read a little bit more of the Dinar Chronicles thing. Dinar Chronicles is not a registered investment advisor, broker, dealer, banker, or currency dealer, and as such, no information on the website should be construed as investment advice. I would like to invest in humanity, in humanity's uplifting, in humanity's awakening, in humanity's deliverance from the forces of deception, the forces of evil, where everything is inverted, inside out, upside down, backwards. Everything is reversed. English language, according to many reports that I've read, is a language of deception. It's the only language I've ever known. It's the only one that I know can speak fluently. I know words in other languages. I know how to say thank you in a bunch of languages, but I really only speak English, even though I was married to a lady for 9 years whose primary language was Portuguese and communicated with her sisters in Portuguese. I never learned Portuguese, even though I was married for 9 years to a Portuguese lady, or more precisely, a Brazilian lady, which of course, Brazil is a Portuguese-speaking nation. Folks, the whole point of me making videos is to try to wake people up. My intention was to build bridges and not put up barriers. And yet I have found myself in positions where I have no choice but to distance myself from certain individuals that seem to be taking advantage of me. And they do it of others too. There's a lot of people that are looking for handouts. I mean, I've talked with different friends and in the coffee talk groups of people getting involved with in relationships with people who, it turns out, all they're looking for is someone that's willing to give them money. We've been so hoodwinked and so deceived by the system in which we live. And in many cases, we have no clue even who we are as spiritual beings. Are we really powerful spiritual beings, as some claim? I've believed it myself. I've probably taught it myself. But then when my home was stolen and I was forced to get a driver's license because the international driving permit was no longer considered valid in the state of Florida. And I've had to jump through a lot of hoops just to be on this planet. Hoops that I know are unlawful and crime-ridden. But system is run by criminals, folks. We have to understand that. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the so-called elite establishment, they are all criminals. They are individuals that do not have any interest except to control and keep humanity enslaved and in bondage to their machinations. And that's exactly what they are. It's just a machine that they have created, and they want to keep the machine running. But again, the machine, the clone, if you will, and they want to clone humans to make us machines and to rob us of our whatever humanity we have left. It's a scam. What's it going to take for people to see this? I don't like having to say to friends, I'm sorry, I can't help you anymore. But I've had to do that. I've had to do that. I've had to back off and say, wait, I cannot be at your beck and call anytime you call, and I'm not a taxi service. I don't have a mission to do whatever you need when you need it. I'm not God. I'm a part of God. So are you. So is everybody. Even the dark side has to be a part of God if God is all and in all, which I've always believed is true. But individually, none of us are God. None of us have the omnipotence and the omniscience and the omnipresent abilities to be everywhere, like Anastasia seemed to do to a great degree, more than anybody that I've ever read about or heard about. Anyway, folks, I hope that the current reports are somewhat accurate. Some are saying it's going to be this weekend, and by Tuesday we're going to know it for sure. Others say it's going to be next month. And I'm talking about current reports that are just within the past few days. When this thing is going to happen, that's going to enable visionaries like me to help others and to uplift my own life, to get my own life on a more stable platform. When that's going to happen, I don't know, but I want it to. Thank you, folks, for listening. Namaste.